He kōna e purangi tēnei nā te reo irirangi o Aotearoa.
Well-travelled visitors to Aotearoa are often heard to remark on the uncanny similarities between here and Iceland. Both tiny isolated island nations with small populations, blessed with intense natural beauty and bubbling with tectonic activity. But there are little things about Iceland that are quite different. Actually, really different. They have 13 evil Santas and one steals your sausages. They have a hardcore attitude to weekend drinking, and they put something really unusual in their mashed potatoes. Producer Phil Vine catches up with two Icelandic women in Christchurch in this episode of Here Now. He goes fishing and plays a game called Same Same Different.
We are down in Sumner and Otatahi at the end of the Esplanade. It's a Monday morning, it's about 8 o'clock. Still feels a little nippy.
Bjorg, with a G, not a K like the singer, has just pulled up in her car.
Morning! Really good.
Excellent. Is it a good day for fishing, do you think?
You know, it actually looks really good.
Okay.
The tide's coming in, it's not too wavy.
So what are we hoping to catch?
Well, I haven't fished here for a long time.
Okay.
But, catching a kahawai would be quite nice.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
And how would you prepare a kahawai?
So I bake it in the oven.
Okay.
Lots of butter, parsley, salt and pepper. Simple.
Fish is a real staple in Iceland, isn't it?
Yeah. All we ate as kids was just fish, fish.
And you didn't get sick of it?
No, it was funny. You know, you'd have fish for lunch and then you'd go and work in a fish factory when you were older. You'd come home and have fish for dinner.
Okay, well, let's gather up our stuff and, go fishing.
Yeah.
We head out to the end of the breakwater.
I've been fishing all my life.
Okay.
Since I was just a little kid in Iceland.
And what is it about fishing that you like?
It's a really way for me just to turn off and relax. But I mean, it's in my blood, you know. I come from my dad, both my grandfathers, great-grandfather, it's all fishermen. So this is me. Look at my back.
Bjorg unpacks her gear from an ancient-looking calfskin satchel.
Most people have it all in boxes and very well organised.
Do you often find yourself the only woman on the wharf or the breakwater? Or
Yeah.
Why do you think it mainly attracts men?
Trophies?
Yeah. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
With practiced ease, she attaches a rig of 2 hooks and a sinker to a double swivel, then baits up.
Yeah, I might just try some squid.
Kahawai like squid?
I think kahawai like most things.
Bjorg's been living in Otatahi, Christchurch, fishing hereabouts for 40 years now. She met her first partner, a Kiwi, in Greece. They had 2 kids. The first, Ollie, born in Iceland.
Yeah, came to Christchurch a year later. Anna, our second child, was born here, our daughter. Yeah, so I sort of stayed.
Her birth country's been in the news recently for an active volcano threatening to blow.
Yeah, a good friend of mine, he used to say that because Iceland is just basically just volcano, hot water and earthquakes, and he used to say everyone lives on the edge all the time. That's why in summer, you know, people party hard.
Okay, time to cast.
In now, so I don't think it's...
Is that a good cast?
It's all right.
It's all right, okay. It's
Takes
about,
a while to get out.
I don't know, 20 metres out?
Yeah.
15 metres out?
Yeah.
And now we wait.
See what happens.
Yeah.
And wait. And wait. I wonder, does Bjorg miss Iceland after all this time?
Home is always home. When I mean home, I mean where you're born and where you grew up.
Yeah.
Your language. Yeah, it's but New Zealand is also home now. I've been here way longer than I've been in Iceland.
It's a country of 360,000. They don't speak Icelandic anywhere else in the world.
I think probably the main thing is I'm just waiting to speak my own language, I suppose.
That you really miss that?
I miss that, yeah.
Yeah.
a few nibbles while we're chatting, but all we end up with is a bit of ocean salad.
So as you can see, it's
Bit of weed on the line.
yeah, been caught in a bit of weed.
Okay, so no fish for us today.
No fish for us, but it's a few good bites.
Okay.
This is always quite nice.
Right, should we go and meet Hera?
Yeah, let's do that.
How do you pronounce her name before I get it wrong?
Hera.
Hera.
Who's our second guest. Until Hera and her parents arrived in 1994, Björg was the only Icelander in the village.
Often people will come and they'll be either travelling and just stay for a short time, and they often used to come and they'd stay with me. Hi. Hello.
Hi, puppy.
Hello, puppy.
Hera's just moved house and they have a new puppy, a rambunctious golden retriever.
Did you catch fish?
No.
In the garden, a taste of home, a spa ice bath and barrel-shaped sauna.
From hot to cold to steamy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then do it all over again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shock the body.
40-year-old Hera, a singer-songwriter, moonlights as a flight attendant.
Not having rough enough fingers, when I went from nylon to steel string and how... I started first playing classical guitar when I was 8. I wanted to learn the piano, but we didn't have space for a piano, and my mum wanted me to learn the campfire songs. Come back to it.
The campfire songs are a bunch of sing-alongs all Icelanders know, and they're quite kooky.
There's songs about the fairies and the trolls, coming home. We have a sing about either like all the evil Santa Clauses leaving town, or the or the elves.
Evil Santa. There's evil Santa Clauses as well as we only know one good one.
Yeah, they're all brothers. So we have the mother of the Santa Clauses is like a big troll called Grilla, and she eats the naughty children. She puts them in a sack. She's also married to a troll man whose name is Lapalúði, and they have many children. 13 of them are the Santa Clauses of Iceland, and they're all brothers. We have the one that, has got a stumpy leg, and one that slams doors, one that licks pots, one that steals your sausages. They all have a role to play.
You're not making this up.
I'm not. I can imagine imagining this. This is what we grew up with.
Okay.
Yes. With it's a thing.
You're going to sing us a campfire song.
Okay. Þegar ég vaknaði morguninn þú komst inn til mín.
Hera was 8 when she first came to Aotearoa.
It is a really far away place. It's and I think the family was like, what? Why can't you just go to like 2 hours away to because there's so many places that are close to Iceland, but New Zealand is really special. Something about the energy that's going on, maybe there's some sort of magical thread between New Zealand and Iceland inside the earth. I have always been zigzagging back and forth. I released an album over here, which was then released over there, and then I've toured all over Iceland, and I've always had sort of one leg on either side of the planet.
Despite the trolls and evil Santas, it seems travellers to the two countries do insist on getting us confused.
Okay, so we are going to play a little game called Same, Same, Different. Okay. I've got some cards here in front of me. They're handwritten. They're not very professional. But I'm going to get you one at a time to turn over a card. And these are some of the similarities that I picked up on the internet. And we're going to test them out and see if they're true or not.
And we'll do it to the tune of Hera's latest track.
You cracked the code to my computer. Now you have access to my mind.
So, Hera, would you like to pick up the first one and we'll have a look at it?
All right. Yeah, same, different. New Zealand and Iceland both have very friendly locals and a small town mentality. Yeah, I think so. That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very welcoming, both places.
Yes.
Yeah, and the small towns are, amazing people.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, disarming all my bonds.
New Zealand, Iceland have the same natural beauty: mountains, glaciers, fjords, hot pools. Yep.
Dramatic landscapes.
Yep.
Really, you look at,
You've got bigger mountains than we have, though.
I don't like to ski, but
But they look very dramatic in Iceland. Like they look down at you
Yes.
disapprovingly. The mountains are all
Yes.
like. "Rrr." Same different. New Zealand and Iceland both have high life expectancy. 84 in New Zealand and 85 in Iceland for women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing because we eat an enormous amount of salt and sugar.
Most
Right.
candy, I think, in the world per capita. Yeah.
Really?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Well, we have a cultural thing in Iceland. We have Candy Day. It's every Saturday. Yeah, you can eat lots of candy on
Yeah.
Candy Day.
And parents are down with that?
Yeah, on Candy Day.
You wouldn't believe the amount of sugar. I mean, it's just, yeah. Because I always remember when I came to New Zealand, a million years ago, and we had mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And I was going, oh, God, something I recognized, like yum, put it in my mouth. And it was salty. And I just, honestly, I spat it in my
What, are
hand.
you used to having sugar in it or
Yeah.
something? Seriously?
Yeah.
You put sugar in your mashed
Yeah.
potatoes? That's sick.
New Zealand and Iceland were both settled by hardy ocean-going folks.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, we're all, fishermen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Tough.
yeah.
You see when the trawlers used to come in and they were just like a ghost ship because they were just iced all over them,
Your words so strong.
New Zealand and Iceland both have a hardcore drinking culture.
Yeah. Different. Quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So in Iceland, you cannot drink during the week.
No.
Because then you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, you don't
But
drink
you
Monday,
can get
Tuesday.
really trashed over the weekend, and that's okay.
It's acceptable to
Yeah.
vomit on your nicest dress on Saturday night and
Yeah.
wake up in the streets because,
Yeah.
you drink on the weekend.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you can do what you like.
But don't drink on a Monday.
Yay!
Yeah. Whereas here it's kind of constant
Yeah.
dribs and drabs, especially through the summer. It's always celebrating something. And
Yeah.
it's hard to not drink in New Zealand because it's always, it's so intertwined into the
Yes.
culture of getting
Yeah.
together. Well, there's a zero tolerance policy in Iceland, so you cannot have one glass of wine with dinner and drive home. So,
Yeah.
when
Can't
you
drink.
drink, make
Yeah,
it
can't.
worth it. That's
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. And spirits, wine wasn't legal in Iceland for a long time, and neither was beer.
But in the 80s, late 80s, I think beer was legalised. So we didn't have pubs, so we never grew up with that thing of going to the pub.
Just drank Black Death.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
drank terrible
Yeah.
What was
things.
Black Death?
That's kind of Iceland's national
Brennivin.
liqueur.
It's
Yeah,
like- yeah.
Brennivin. It's like a caraway seed spiced potato-based
Yeah,
like
potato-based,
vodka-style
yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
It's like a clear,
Yeah.
strong.
You have it with rotten shark, it's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Rotten Shark and Black Death.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, this has been really great. I've really enjoyed it. I've learnt lots. Rotten Shark, Bad Santas, and yeah, the whole thing with not drinking during the week. That's something we could possibly adopt here. Cheers.
Right.
Thank you
Been
so
good.
much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Phil Vine there for Here Now, and I'm your host and producer for the series, Kadambri Raghukumar. I'll be back next week with a new episode. Each week on Here Now, I talk to people from all across New Zealand who've arrived here from all across the world. You can find more episodes of Here Now on all your favourite podcast apps, so follow us on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and everywhere else you listen to pods on. Today's episode was mixed by Rangi Poik.